Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no! Happy holidays to every Descendants and Zombies fan watching this video on YouTube. I just set up my Christmas tree. It is officially December 1st. My friend from Ukraine dropped by today. We set up the Christmas tree, and we had a whole lot of fun preparing this YouTube channel for everybody throughout the holiday season of 2025, which I am looking forward to, and I'm really excited to spend with each and every one of you in our discussions we have all the time on this YouTube channel about Descendants and Zombies. This is the way this past year has been. It's been so much fun for me because the greatest honor that I ever had bestowed upon me and shown to me was having the honor of not only talking about Descendants and Zombies through over hundreds of videos I've recorded and produced, but I've also had the honor of meeting so many wonderful fans of Descendants and Zombies who have continuously and forever and always drawn inspiration from their favorite stars and all the moments that made them fans of Descendants and Zombies. If you are new here, I love to record videos about commentaries and opinions about Descendants and Zombies for fans who have a greater appreciation for Descendants and Zombies. I promise you, if you trust in this YouTube channel, I will do right by you, and I will show your favorite stars the justification and the honor and the respect they forever and always deserve. That includes Kylie Cantrell, Ruby Rose Turner, who I love so much, Dove Cameron, Sophia Carson, and even Cameron Boyce, who we love and we miss so much. I think that there have been so many incredible moments that these stars have been a part of, that we have been a part of together. We have drawn inspiration from it. We have shared in their stories of what have inspired us to become fans of Descendants and Zombies, and this has been the greatest honor of my life. There is nowhere in the world I would rather be throughout the holiday season of 2025 than having the chance to spend it with each and every one of you and tell you how I feel about Descendants and Zombies. So if you have not subscribed here to this YouTube channel, you're probably going to want to go ahead and get that out of the way right now. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, because I have a lot to get to. I have a lot to say about Ruby Rose Turner probably coming back to Descendants, because I think that Ruby Rose Turner's story was never told and never completed. I mean, she just can't be a part of one movie and just kind of just vanish with so many unanswered questions having been left in the minds of so many wonderful Descendants fans who felt inspired because of this character. I have this to say about Ruby Rose Turner. If anything, Ruby Rose Turner inspired me to be a better person and kinder to people that I surround myself with every day. Because how many times do you pass by somebody every day and you say hi to them without a response? I think this happens more than often enough than ever given credit for. But I think that what Ruby Rose Turner did for me is she inspired me to be kinder to people I surround myself with. And I have a greater appreciation really for life because of what Ruby Rose Turner taught me, along with how she taught a lesson to everybody who ever watched Descendants about how much of a profound impact things like bullying and how much further kindness can have an effect on a person, and how much further kindness can take a person in this lifetime. I think we've really learned valuable lessons from these characters, especially with how Kylie Cantrell has really brought this character Red to life and went on to achieve so much rarity for the portrayal of this character. It was a very different Descendants character. It was a very different take on the Descendants franchise, a very unique spin that this franchise took from out of nowhere after coming back off a 5-year hiatus, which nobody ever thought was going to happen. But I think from the very first moment it was announced that Descendants was coming back, everybody was excited about it regardless of how critics felt about the franchise, because nobody really wanted to give it much of a chance. But the fans of Descendants and Zombies, you guys, blew this one out of the water, and you gave Kylie Cantrell more of a chance than ever before. And I have this to say about Kylie Cantrell's portrayal of the character Red. I have felt so inspired by Kylie Cantrell's portrayal of this character and how she gave this character so much meaning and really gave her life, because I think that Kylie Cantrell has come further than any Disney Channel star or any Disney star that's ever had anything to do with Disney Plus. She's getting great reviews. People are raving about her, and they are so excited about Descendants 5 Wicked Wonderland. I have heard so many predictions coming from fans about what they want to get the most out of Descendants 5 Wicked Wonderland and this experience. And I have to tell you guys, I'm really excited about the future, and I'm really excited to be a part of it as your voice of Descendants and Zombies. Did I ever think that I would have the honor bestowed upon me of becoming your voice of Descendants and Zombies? I most certainly never did think that, but I have felt so honored to have had the opportunity to meet and engage with so many wonderful people who have felt inspired by Descendants and Zombies because of a favorite song or a favorite moment that stands out to them amongst the rest of the moments that we've seen, because we have seen hundreds of moments that we felt inspired by either the Descendants or Zombies franchises. I think we've all had a favorite character. We've had a favorite doll to collect as part of our collection. Probably some of you have all these dolls on a shelf, probably as part of your backdrop for Descendants and Zombies merchandise, because you felt so inspired. And I have this to say to each and every one of you. If you're passionate about collecting the dolls, I think you should continue on following your passions, because your passions will lead you down a road filled with nothing but promise. I think that everybody who has showed so much heart and so much dedication to the Descendants and Zombies franchises, you guys have forever and always deserved so much respect. You have deserved to be honored. You deserve to be put on a pedestal, and I think you should never come down off of it, because you've shown so much heart and dedication to every star that you've ever felt inspired by, a favorite moment or a favorite song. I think we've all been there. From the very first moment I saw the premiere of Descendants back on July 31st, 2015, the same night Bunk made its premiere on Disney Channel, I was really excited about everything happening for Cameron Boyce. I was really excited for everything happening for your favorite Descendants and Zombie stars. And I wanted the opportunity to meet them more than ever before, because I wanted to thank them for how much of an inspiration they were to each and every one of us, because we drew inspiration either from a song, a moment, or just the portrayal of these characters who really had no backstory whatsoever. We had the evil queen's daughter, Evie, who had no backstory whatsoever for her character. But what impressed me so much about the portrayal of the character Evie was how somebody like Sophia Carson, who we had never seen anything from before, we had never heard tell of before, we didn't even know what the name Sophia Carson was going to detail. She takes this character and she brings her to life. Working alongside co-stars like Dove Cameron definitely benefited her because of this beautiful friendship. And from that, we got a friendship between Kylie Cantrell and Malia Baker, which I know has received its fair share of criticism, but I think more people have given the friendship of Kylie Cantrell and Malia Baker more respect and more of a chance than ever given credit for. Because I remember when this friendship first became public, there were so many rumors about what was really happening off the camera between Kylie Cantrell and Malia Baker. And then people were telling me, why can't girls just be friends? And I feel the same way about how everybody feels about the friendship between Kylie Cantrell and Malia Baker. Why can't girls just be friends? They are so supportive of each other. Why can't we just leave them alone? If they want to be friends for the rest of their lives and be there for each other every step of the way, this is what I've always wanted to promote on this YouTube channel. I have no time for criticism when it comes to conversations about Kylie Cantrell or Malia Baker or seeing tears in their eyes. And if anything, I kind of want to take away this pain, because I want every Descendants of Zombies fan to know that if you draw inspiration from these characters, if you feel special, if you feel a part of a moment because of Descendants of Zombies of significance, there is nothing wrong with that. The holiday season is upcoming. I'm really excited to have the honor to spend it with so many wonderful fans of Descendants of Zombies. I feel very festive around Christmas and New Year's time every year. And I love to have fun, sing Christmas carols, decorate your tree, and feel inspired by Descendants of Zombies. You know, I've even heard people say the most ridiculous things about how Descendants of Zombies characters have no place in Christmas and Halloween celebrations. They do have a place in Christmas and Halloween celebrations. If they didn't have a place in Christmas and Halloween celebrations, then why were they a part of Halloween Fest? I mean, I remember Freya Sky being so excited to show you her Tinkerbell costume. She was kind of conflicted about a Tinkerbell costume or a dinosaur costume, and she was having so much fun revealing these costumes to each and every one of you, trying to make a very difficult decision on TikTok. I really appreciate these TikTok videos, and to be honest with each and every one of you, I've developed an addiction to TikTok when it comes to Descendants of Zombies videos, because the Descendants of Zombies content that Disney uploads is truly unbelievable. I wish I could say the same thing for every critic that's uploading videos about Descendants of Zombies, because there's a greater appreciation to be shown and showcased for Descendants of Zombies. If you feel very passionate about Descendants of Zombies for whatever reason you're a fan of Descendants of Zombies, because you were a fan, you deserve all the respect in the world, because you have taken a franchise that started as a whisper that exceeded everybody's expectation and turned it into something far more phenomenal than ever given credit for. Over 100 million people love Descendants of Zombies, and that really says a lot about the franchises and how far they've come. Exactly 10 million people on all social media platforms love Descendants of Zombies so much. I've seen so many fan pages out of love and support for Descendants of Zombies. An incredible amount of love and support was seen for the Worlds Collide Tour, which gives me more reason than ever before to feel confident in Leg 2 of the Worlds Collide Tour heading overseas. Some early details have been released about Leg 2 of the Worlds Collide Tour. For those of you who have not already heard, they're going to be heading overseas in parts of the UK, Australia, and Germany, which will offer them a lot of global exposure. And this is exactly what I wanted to see happen for people like Freya Sky and Kylie Cantrell. In addition to that, Freya Sky's got a lot of concert dates promoting singles like Silent Treatment, which comes out on December 2nd. I've been very proud and very excited to say that Freya Sky has a new single as part of her EP coming out called Silent Treatment. I love the vibe of this song and the positive message of how you can really make it through anything and make sense of everything going on around you in in your own life. And I think a lot of people have been able to relate to Freya Sky and Kylie Cantrell and feel a part of something so spectacular because of it. And I can never seem to thank people like Freya Sky and Kylie Cantrell for just being there for everybody every step of the way, the same way you guys have been there for your favorite stars and turning Descendants of Zombies into a global phenomenon, which I have never felt more honored to be a part of something special and so spectacular. Again, having everything to do with each and every one of you. You know, for the life of me, I don't know why somebody can always have time to have criticism involved in a conversation about Descendants of Zombies. I think the sole purpose of these reaction videos have always been to get reactions out of each and every one of us because they know how much of fans we are of Descendants of Zombies. You know, years ago, I was a fan of a Disney show called Shake It Up, and a lot of people really didn't want to give Shake It Up much of a chance. People had mixed emotions when it came to Bella Thorne, but I saw a lot of talent in Bella Thorne. I thought Bella Thorne may have still had a long way to go off the cancellation of Hannah Montana, and Disney was really trying to come into its own, trying to find a suitable replacement for the success of Miley Cyrus and the Hannah Montana TV series. And I thought that Shake It Up, while it may have had a long way to go in 2011, 2012, it did a phenomenal job because of the inspiration people drew from characters like Bella Thorne. It may have been a show that ended long before its time, like Raven, Solomon, and Bizaardvark eventually would come to its conclusion. But I think that shows like this allowed people like Bella Thorne to become such a huge success, and then off the success of Shake It Up, we saw a star like Dove Cameron come from out of nowhere because she got her first major break because of Shake It Up, because one of her singles were featured in the background of one of the scenes for a Shake It Up TV series. Eventually, Bella Thorne will reach out to Dove Cameron. Dove Cameron will go on to be a part of a show originally sketched to be bits and pieces, originally revamped into Liv and Maddie, and now we have so many memories at the expense of Dove Cameron, who really brought a show like Liv and Maddie and the franchise Descendants to life. And off of that, we've seen so much success for Kylie Cantrell, and we have yet to see so much success for Kylie Cantrell when you talk about singles like Goodie Bag, Denim, and See You Tonight, which are beautiful songs. I have to tell you this, I really appreciate how Kylie Cantrell always gives her friends a profound amount of credit, even in her music video credits. She's always putting over people like Keanu Romero and Malia Baker. I think I got that right. But one of the things I noticed about the See You Tonight music video was how appreciative she was at that moment, having the honor of celebrating it with so many wonderful friends. Of course, Keanu Romero, Malia Baker, and others that I forgot to mention, and I do apologize for that. But one thing I noticed about the credits of this music video was how Kylie Cantrell was putting over everybody but herself. I think Kylie Cantrell is somebody who never gets enough credit, who never sees enough respect. I think she's cried for far long enough. She needs to know everything is going to be all right because some of her greatest friends were found in her fans because we have never left her side. And I'm not going anywhere, and I think I could speak for everybody when I say that nobody is going anywhere. Your favorite Descendants of Zombie stars will forever and always be a part of a franchise that has forever and always meant so much to their hearts, really gave them a breakout opportunity, and more people notice them than ever before because of Descendants. I mean, you take Sophia Carson, for example. Nobody had ever seen a girl quite like Sophia Carson and how she was able to bring characters to life. Nobody could ever identify with somebody as much as what they could Dove Cameron. Unquestionably, Dove Cameron made me famous overnight, and more people know who Jonathan Clarke on YouTube is because of Dove Cameron and what she offered to my life. Dove Cameron taught me so many wonderful things and gave me an incredible experience having the honor to talk to so many wonderful Descendants of Zombies fans, hearing your stories about how you were inspired by Descendants of Zombies, how much you miss Cameron Boyce. I want you guys to know that I really do understand you and where you're coming from and how you feel about Descendants of Zombies. So when it comes to reviews being put together about Descendants of Zombies, I take great pride in showcasing my passions for Disney and Descendants of Zombies because I felt like I've been a part of everything. I mean, I'll go all the way back to the lateral part of the 1980s when the Jaws thriller first premiered, and it was a blockbuster. And I think if there was a blockbuster of this new generation, it would have to be High School Musical or Descendants of Zombies because of just how much severity these franchises have achieved so early on. With a rating of 6.4, Descendants is slightly ahead of Zombies, but Zombies is coming right behind it with the powerful star power of Meg Donnelly, Milo Manheim, Freya Sky, Malachi Burton having been offered to a franchise that still has a long way to go, but yet so much to offer, and a story that I'm incredibly excited to be a part of with each and every one of you, because there is so much more of a story to be told and so much of a story for us to experience. It's all about how much of a chance we've taken on Zombies and we have yet to take. There is a release window being suggested for Zombies 5 in 2028. And I know how people feel about that. It feels like forever away, like it's never going to come, like Zombies 5 is never going to happen. But all that means is we have a long way to go. and we have a long way to go together. So because we have a long way to go together, it is my honor to upload Descendants of Zombies videos for the rest of my life, because for those of you who have been subscribed to this YouTube channel for a very long time, you should know one thing. I have dedicated the rest of my life to each and every one of you because of each and every one of you, even if that means I have to upload videos about Descendants of Zombies for the rest of my life, because I have a whole lot of fun uploading videos about Descendants of Zombies. I love sharing with you my opinions and my stories on what's inspired me to have become a fan of Descendants of Zombies, because this really has become the greatest honor I have ever had bestowed upon me. I just wish more YouTube creators would look at it in the same incentive and the same light as I do, because I love sharing the spotlight with Kylie Cantrell and Milligan Baker and talking about them and showing them the justification they have forever and always deserved. Sometimes I pre-record videos, sometimes I record videos throughout the day, because I just love sharing with you my opinions on Descendants of Zombies and where I think these franchises are headed. Because I think the best way of perceiving Descendants of Zombies is by doing everything with an open heart and an open mind, and never knowing what you're going to say each time you push record. Because if you never know what you're going to say each time you push record, that's what makes your videos so fun and so enjoyable. You can offer predictions about how you feel mermaids have yet to see their introduction into the Zombies franchise, even pirates. I've even suggested unicorns at one point or another in the Zombies franchise, because I would love to see Freya Sky riding a unicorn. There are so many chances we have yet to take on the Zombies franchise, so much stuff left untouched. And I think when you talk about supernatural characters, there is never enough of a conversation, never enough time to have a conversation about supernatural characters because of the lore that is often associated with them, even with just trolls and goblins. There are so many characters that have yet to see their introduction into the Zombies franchise. So if you believe anything, it's that Zombies 5 will happen regardless of when it happens. The earliest release date that I can throw your way is 2027. Production is suggested to start on Zombies to commence in 2026. Now that feels a little bit early, because of course we have to wait for a script to be approved, a script to be developed, new music to be written. There's so much to be done with Zombies. We've got a lot of stuff to do and get out of the way. But when it eventually gets out of the way, Zombies 5 will come into fruition and become more of a reality than ever before. And to be honest with each and every one of you, it's a future that I've never felt more intrigued by and just so excited to be a part of. Because having the honor to record so many wonderful videos, to inspire so many wonderful people because of Descendants of Zombies, has been the greatest honor of my life. I'll take you back, flash you back to the summer of 2025. We had so much happening for Descendants of Zombies. Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires was coming off a successful premiere. The Worlds Collide Tour was selling at venues across the entire United States, and this is exactly what I wanted to have happen for Descendants of Zombies, making it the greatest summer of my life. I recorded so many videos about the Worlds Collide Tour because I wanted to give it a chance. I wanted to showcase the Descendants of Zombies Worlds Collide Tour for its true worth. And more than anything else in the world, apart from watching it on YouTube, which was an honor in its own right, I wanted to attend the Worlds Collide Tour with each and every one of you, because I knew how special of a moment it was to each and every one of you. But in every crowd for every venue that was sold out across the United States, there was a critic found in every crowd who had an opinion they wanted to share with the world on the Worlds Collide Tour because of its criteria and how it didn't exceed the expectations of every critic that attended the Worlds Collide Tour. I just want to put it out there that if I would have attended the Worlds Collide Tour live and in person, I would have uploaded the best videos ever, like I did this past summer. You're probably saying to yourself, hey, Jonathan Clarke, you did upload some of the best videos up at the Worlds Collide Tour. I watched you all summer, and if you did, thank you so much, because I think that when we talk about Descendants of Zombies, I think more of a chance is deserving of your favorite stars. I think that we should be more appreciative of these moments, and I think there are more people out there who have been appreciative of these moments for forever and always, because you guys have never quit on Descendants of Zombies, and I've loved you guys so much for that, and I've loved sharing my opinions with each and every one of you about Descendants of Zombies, because as far as the eye can see, we still have a long way to go. So because we still have a long way to go, there is still so much to discuss about Descendants of Zombies and so much of the future to be excited about. And I'm just excited to be a part of that future with each and every one of you, because I love these characters. I love how much inspiration you guys draw from them, how passionate you feel about Descendants of Zombies, and how you're never afraid to share with every fan of Descendants of Zombies, because discussion about the futures of Descendants 5 Book 109 coming up in July 2026 and the unofficial release date having yet to be dropped for Zombies 5 is really at an all-time high. And this is exactly what I wanted to have happen for Descendants of Zombies, because you guys have deserved far better reviews and commentaries to be uploaded to YouTube for a very long time. And I'm just so honored to be that guy to be able to do it for you, because I just wish that more people showcased Descendants of Zombies for its true worth and its true value, and really understood where fans were coming from about Descendants of Zombies. But I just want you guys to know that I'm forever and always going to be here. You guys will forever and always have this YouTube channel, regardless of what becomes of these two franchises and how much inspiration we continue to draw from it. You guys will forever and always have me to offer you an opinion and a prediction to be made about Descendants of Zombies, because this is the most fun that I've had in my entire life. And take it from somebody who's been on YouTube for almost 25 years, at least 20 years for the better part of 25. This has been the most fun that I've had in my entire life, and an experience and a time in my life that I will never ever forget. Thank you so much for allowing me to have come into your life, to have become your voice of Descendants of Zombies, to help you make sense of everything related to Descendants of Zombies. This has been the most fun that I've ever had, and a time in my life I will never ever forget, because life is that much sweeter when all of us are, and all that remains is for us to stay calm and zombie on into that foreseeable future, because we have so much to be excited about. Once again, happy holidays to everybody. It is officially December 1st, 2025. I've got my Christmas tree up. I'm going to go look at the lights now and have a whole lot of fun talking about Descendants of Zombies with each and every one of you throughout the season of 2025's Christmas celebration, where there's a whole lot to get into about Descendants of Zombies. Just to let you guys know, I will be here on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, even Chinese New Year. We go right on through. There's a new video uploaded every day, and throughout the Christmas season of 2025, I will be here celebrating everything related to Descendants of Zombies and Disney and pop culture related with all of you, the fans of Descendants of Zombies, because you matter. You're the reason why Descendants of Zombies is all this stuff happening for it, and you guys deserve to be celebrated, and that's what I'm going to do as we kick off 2026 in a big way. Excited for Descendants 5 Book of Wonderland's upcoming premiere in July 2026. We've got so much to do and so much to get out of the way. If you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, go ahead right now and smash that subscribe button. Give me 1,000 likes, and I will love you forever, because Descendants of Zombies isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Nobody's going anywhere, and we have a whole lot of fun to be excited about, and I'm just so honored to join in this experience with each and every one of you. Thank you so much for having watched this video.